So, going to have a look at a very odd railway crossing in Manningtree in Essex. So the reason it's odd is because you can either go over or you can go under. And the reason for that is because you can't get lorries to go under, and they won't build a new bridge big enough to replace it. So you can see here we are about to go under. There's only space for one car to go through, which I'm about to go through. Now the car coming towards us needs to slow down. Didn't want it. But what you can see now is the cars coming over the crossing are all to my right. So yeah, and pull out. Totally strange way of doing it. Like I say, it's not to do with cost. At the end of the day, it could be replaced, but they simply won't because of the cost of it. Now we're approaching it from the other direction. You can see, so you've got two options as you come up to it. And this lorry is going to have to go over the top because he can't go underneath. I'm going to go underneath, so I'm going to put a right signal on. You can see there, so there's two lanes. He's going over the top. Some of these cars coming over the top, some of them going over the bottom. When that crossing closes, you get massive queues here because of the way this road's laid out. Again, it's a priority system, so I've got priority. The car coming the other way has stopped for me. Lorries won't get under this, as you can see. That lorry beat me out because there were some cars coming, and I'm just going to go round, and this time I'm going to go over. Back over the top of it instead of under. They didn't care, did they, that I was in the roundabout already? So this time I'm going to go over the top, and you can see the crossing is closed. So as we come up to it, not only is this a terrible idea, but the road, I don't know if you can see the surface, it is completely and totally destroyed. The entire road surface is full of potholes. It's an absolute mess. And this is one of the few times you actually might want to put your handbrake on while you wait for the crossing. So yeah, while we're sat at this, as we go over, the reason it is in this ridiculous state is because of cost. So rather than actually put a proper bridge in so that lorries and cars can just flow freely through this without any traffic jams, they've come up with this insane compromise where you've got this single lane bridge which isn't big enough for lorries or big vans, and this level crossing over the top of the railway. You get this here and there in Britain, and it is, as I say, it's just cost. I mean, I don't know how much it would cost to sort this out. They can't even bother to repair the road. It's in such a terrible state. But what they should be doing is repairing this and sorting it out. In this area, they're building thousands and thousands and thousands of houses, and yet this is what they leave as the infrastructure. This must have been here, I don't even know, a very long time, basically. You're talking many, many decades it's been in this terrible state. And they just simply don't sort it out. Whilst at the same time, they're building multi-billion pound railways following exactly the same route as another railway from London to Birmingham. But they can't sort out any of the infrastructure in the rest of the country. And this part of England, we have the most diabolical infrastructure of just about anywhere. The roads are falling apart. The local highways agency simply doesn't want to know. They don't want to repair anything. They paint cycle lanes everywhere instead. It's a complete and total mess, this area. So shortly, hopefully, we'll be going across the top of this whilst we sit here waiting for the train to come through. And there it goes, as you can see. Greater Anglia, which is now owned by the government, I understand. They took it over just last month, I think. So yeah, in a minute we'll be going over. So you can see the barriers are lifting. Get myself in gear. Drive across the top. And then this time all the cars on the other side have to wait for us. Well, they should anyway, although of course people miss what's coming. This person doesn't know they're going to stop. Oh, there you go. He wasn't looking round at all, he's just looking in his mirror, which you can't really see anything in your mirror, but there you go. So, as I say, crazy way of doing it. When it's like rush hour, you get enormous queues waiting for that. In an area, as I say, they're building a lot of houses and they really need to sort out the infrastructure. But they can't even repair a pothole, so why would I be surprised they haven't done that? Anyway, there you go. Very interesting crossing, typical of Britain. They're terrible roads, terrible infrastructure. They did actually replace this bridge some time ago, but only because they built some sort of flood barrier there. And I think the only reason they built that flood barrier was so they could build more houses. But anyway, there you go. That was the Manningtree over-under, weird, old-fashioned and pretty much useless crossing. Yeah.